What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Now, when we left off, we were at the campgrounds and we had cleared everything out. I'm pretty sure that we had gotten all the information that we can get. We learned that Lizzie and Kate actually met each other and interacted. We learned that Lizzie is a cripple, or people think she's a cripple. She has some kind of hip injury, maybe hip dysplasia or something like that. And we learned that Steven might be telling people just what they want to hear, and he doesn't actually love either one of them. So, with all of this information... Oh, and we also learned that Kate tried to leave the observatory, and it wouldn't let her. We also know that she knows about the affair. So, with all this information, we're going to go onward and see if maybe we can find out what exactly is happening here. And I am willing to bet that this is a brand new person, and hopefully it's Kate, because I feel like Kate is going to give us the most answers. Although maybe Kate doesn't have an orb, because she has been leaving recordings for us this whole time. Hi, Steven. Okay, whoa, what's with the fast-paced music? See, and the time changes as everything else changes. So I think we're getting towards the end of the game, because I think this all takes place in one day.
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Steven. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't understand what's happening
No,
out here.
you don't understand. We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Oh.
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Steven, I have to.
Interesting. So it's kind of reminiscent. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it kind of is a representation of their relationship. He's trying to bail out and, you know, do other things. She's trying to handle it, and I don't know. She might not let go of him. I don't know. This game's not about their relationship. It just made me think of that.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come and find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. I'll see you later on.
I wonder how they did this. The graphics and rendering in the people. So it seems like whatever this entity is kind of absorbed the electricity in a way, because it killed all of the cars. And it killed all of the birds. Exhibit A. And apparently it killed the cows. And the humans. So we are getting close. I heard that. And that was creepy. So if you could not do that, that would be fantastical. So we were there. We checked the lakeside. The circle on the right, the lakeside area, that is the camp. We checked all that. So we're heading towards the last portion of the game. So, and that's another thing. I kind of want to make sure that I remember to check the name of this place and see if it's real after this episode. See, so we have more dead birds. Seems like certain areas have more dead birds than other areas. We have what appears to be a warehouse. Forley's. To let. Forley's. Alright, well. If Forley's would let me drive one of their vehicles, it'd make this game process a lot faster. Okay, so I had a feeling this is a good place to come. We'll get some more information at least. See how drastically my speed just changed? Good indication that something's gonna happen.
But why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to
I'm gonna go ahead and
explain.
walk
I'm having
away.
to move around to
We're in
find
a warehouse, so I should be able to hear it.
host begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what
It
it
just
is yet.
vibrated. I don't think it wants me to go any
It's
further.
got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
She's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
That was the siren.
Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
That was the siren that we saw at the windmill. Windmill? Windmill. That didn't sound right. That was the siren that we saw at the windmill being activated. And he said it's moving again. So they're able to track its actual speed or movements. I don't know. This is getting interesting, and it's coming to a close. I don't think that I missed too much information. I'm not going to say that I ran this completely through. I know for a fact that I missed a few things, and I'm sure you guys will give me grief for that in the comments. However, it does seem like there is more to the story than we're being told. And I don't think that it's just necessarily that they tapped into something. I feel like there's a moral here. Oh. So they were laying... No, they're pulling up the carpet.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't
It'll
think
be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Oh
Jesus,
my
I
god.
didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand. Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
Interesting. So that's what I thought was happening. I figured that his mother was pushing him into Lizzie. But, I mean, come on, have respect for your kid and their relationship. Don't try and push him into someone else. So we did find out that Kate is older than Stephen, though. That's interesting information. Maybe that's another reason why his mother does not like her, because she is older. Mothers are not crazy about their, especially their boys, being with older
Physical
women.
changes are evident.
You got
Although
blood.
The butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory.
Interesting. It's not in the observatory. I wonder what exactly she meant when she said that. It's not in the observatory. So, I apologize for the pause there. I just actually looked this place up. Shropshire. It's actually a real place. It exists. It's non-metropolitan is what they call it, I believe. But it looks like a cute little quaint town. I'm sure this didn't happen to them in real life. Or maybe it did. Maybe it did and it was all covered up. Who knows? Who knows anything, honestly? See, they're speaking. The orbs speak every now and then, and it's hard to make out what they're saying.
Kate. Kate, can you hear me?
Kate.
Listen, I'm trying to make things right. I've isolated myself. I'm in the old bunker at the substation. Just keep this band clear. If you're still alive, I'll try and check in every hour. Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas. I didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too. I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
Okay. So... This game does a good job at giving you information, and I don't know... I don't think at the surface level you really take it in that much. But maybe I'm overanalyzing, who knows. But he said gas. Using the gas. So, if it's a digital entity, why would gas affect it? Which means that it has to be living in order for gas to actually do anything to it. Right? That's upstairs, I think. Nope.
No phones, you know the protocol.
Alright, I'm gonna walk this house while this plays, because it'll play throughout the house.
Communications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know
We're
that.
infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the
this is
carriers.
sad.
You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order
You
an
have
airstrike.
to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating
Aren't
out
you
now.
listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again.
Stephen, my family, my wife and kids.
You know perfectly well what you've got to do.
I
Damn.
can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant. My own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff. Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit. If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
Damn. That is dark. So, I asked the question, I got the question answered. I was wondering what the gas was for. And it would appear that the gas is to kill the people. So that whatever this is doesn't have the energy source. I guess it's feeding off of the humans. Or just anything that lives, I guess. But it still doesn't tell us what exactly it is. Do I need to hit this house real quick? No, that house is quarantined. I can't get in there. Alright, Steven. Alright, why is he just sitting there? It's interesting to watch the orb's behavior because I don't know if they're trying to... See, he comes and gets me and taps me. And then he goes right back to where he was. Okay, so maybe I do need to search this area. Maybe I do need to come in here. Well, Steven, stop messing with me. I'm going to keep going. I don't know if the programming is for them to kind of try and draw me in a certain direction or whatnot, but I've searched pretty much everything Ah, the seventh Whistler. So the place that we originally saw this, was it the Stars of the Night or something like that? That bar was shut because they had the flu, which we learned is not the flu, and told everybody to come here. This is also where Charlie, I believe it was Charlie, and that other person came.
You look well.
I don't. But thank you. You do. How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here. I mean, it's great to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
It's been a long time, Stephen. Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Don't listen to your mom, dude.
It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Yeah, you should.
Stephen, we're both married.
They're-
I don't think this is a good idea.
What isn't? We're just two old friends having a drink, that's all.
No, you're not. You're not old friends having a drink. And I'm sure that you didn't tell your spouses that you were going to go have a drink with your ex. I think that's completely inappropriate. And I don't know. Like, it doesn't... With what she said, it seems like they didn't know, their significant others didn't know that they were there. Which, if, I mean, you want to have a drink with your ex, whatever. But at the same time, if you don't tell your significant other about it, then that means that you're hiding it for a reason. So, anyway, I digress. So we find out that something happened to her to cause her to have trouble walking. Because she said that she can't... Back in the day, she used to be able to walk properly. So let's see if we can squeeze through here. Alright, and this is Valles. So this is a substation attached to the observatory that they were working at. So hopefully we have some information that comes about from this. I feel like I get very jumbled walking around, and I kind of lose track of what exactly I am doing. It's definitely locked. Alright, we'll get some information from this.
Pressure in my eyes again. I can't move my legs, can't feel my face. When I collapsed, the light was waiting for me there. Caught me, lowered me here. Now it's pooling around my feet.
Oh, there's two
watching
orbs.
me.
That's the first time we've seen two
Printers are
orbs.
spewing out page after page of zeros. It's frightened too. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'll look after you. It's alone. It's scared. Oh, it's traveled so far.
It's traveled so far.
It's okay. I can help you. We can be together now.
What? That part doesn't make sense. The other part.
10 seconds to signal fusion. We can be together. 3 seconds. 2.
Wait, come back. There were two, and they stood still long enough, and now I lost one. Alright, so she said it traveled far, so it makes me think that it is something celestial. It traveled far, meaning that it traveled a long way through space to get here, because this game has a heavy emphasis on the stars and astronomy, especially with the emphasis on the observatory. So here's hoping that I don't have to walk back through all of this to get back to the observatory, because I have a feeling that I'm going to end up ending this game at the observatory.
They closed the tunnel.
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard, is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining, it doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, it's this headache. It's just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home.
Alright, I'm gonna keep
I've only
rolling.
spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people?
No, no one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
Okay, so that's more interesting information because he's saying it doesn't need direct contact. So I'm assuming before it needed direct contact, and then he said it adapted. So it adapted to only needing the telephones. But then he said that they cut the power to the lines and everything, and it was still transferring, or I mean adapting. So at that point, you know, what does that mean? And we have 2 orbs. So it's adapting to be able to infect other people via the air, maybe? Just the quarantine zone, just being within a radius of the area that the source came from. So I wonder what they mean by that. We came from that way, so we're gonna keep going this way. It's very interesting. But again, I feel like for every question that it answers, I have 3 more questions that pop up. So let's see where we're headed. The aesthetics of this game and the fact that it is pleasing to experience makes up for a lot of the shortcomings of the game, which there aren't much. The only thing that I truly have to complain about is the fact that there's dead ends.
This is Catherine Collins, recording for posterity.
Ooh, that's not good.
It's all over. I don't know how long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent.
Nope. Yeah.
I suspect it's only exposure to the pattern that has kept me alive this long. I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I can make it.
Wow. So even at the end, she's dedicating her life to figuring this thing out, whether it be to peacefully figure it out or just to figure out how to fix it. And it seems like he just kind of cowered and was like, screw it, drop bombs. You know, I don't care how many lives we kill.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone?
I'm gonna search this area, please.
Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Damn it. Kate, it's Stephen. Come in Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone, hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over. Oh, God, no. No. Fucking hell, no!
Wow. Okay, so it looks like according to the map, we're about to hit the quarantine zone. Wow. And I understand what I was saying before the phone went off. I understand the lives of the few versus the lives of the many. But it kind of seems like he didn't try too hard to figure out exactly an alternative to just drop nerve gas and kill everybody. You know, I mean, this whole time we've seen Steven running around, talking to other people, having an affair with Lizzie, interacting with the locals, and all this other stuff. But just the one constant is that Kate has stayed at the tower the whole entire time, or a tower the whole entire time, and tried to figure this thing out. It seems like, if anything, it's hindering her or hurting her relationship or whatever. You know, not her fault at all. because she's wanting to figure
You're
this
a
out.
daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway, give...
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
Okay, so we finally get an answer to that question. Sorry guys, it's a little late here. Finally get an answer to that question. Frank is Wendy's brother. Wendy is Steven's mother. Steven's uncle shot at him with a gun. That is hilarious. I wonder why Steven's uncle was so concerned for Lizzie though. That's my question. I guess because he knows that it's wrong. Typically in a situation like that, people don't get involved. They mind their own business.
Appleton!
What are you doing here?
You thieving bastard. I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me.
Painting these stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Don't touch me, get off!
What's going on?
Come in here, lord
Jesus,
it over
Sam.
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest
him.
of us.
No physical
You and your
contact.
stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you.
Sam? Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Please, you have to understand, it was an accident! Get off her!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get
Charlie,
out of here.
please!
Wow. Wow. And yeah, it'll happen that fast if you're not in control of your emotions. He just killed someone. So Steven is a cheater and a murderer. Steven seems like a very selfish individual. Wow, this is we're coming to a head. I can definitely tell that we're coming to a head. We're getting a lot of information here. So we're going to continue onward and see if we could find anything up here. We got more dead birds in the road. Look at that. God, that's beautiful. And I'm hoping that everything is about to come around full circle. Where's the gate? Oh, it's right here. I missed that completely because I was staring at the sun. Alright. Oh, hey, first time we've seen one of these phones.
Station Master's house, Howard Lantham speaking. Howard, it's Clive Smith. I need you to listen to me and not ask questions or interrupt. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. But why are you calling?
The Emergency Measures Committee is imposing a quarantine around the valley. We've got an influenza outbreak in the village. We're suspending rail services, and we're also going to be shutting down the roads for a bit. You're going to be dealing with some anxious people, Howard, so you need to explain it's all under control, and we'll be back to normal in a few days.
All right.
Open up the emergency store. There's posters and boards, along with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been used since the war. Grab anything you think might be useful. I need you to close up any unoccupied buildings, put posters up, that sort of thing. Make sure everything is all squared away and shipshape. You are a military man, I'm sure you understand that. Everyone doing their bit, following their orders. All right?
All right. I think.
Good man. I knew we could count on you.
Ah,
So there's that sound that we heard earlier from when the doctor was in his office and he got sick. So we're going to end this episode here. Hopefully we can find out exactly what happened and get the final pieces to this puzzle in the next episode. Because what I'm thinking is that this next episode is going to be the last one. It's been a wonderful journey, but I still have a lot of questions and we still need a lot of answers. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Love, peace, chicken grease.